Hey, I'm Lauren, Sales Manager here at Radioworld, and I want to talk to you about what Garmin has available for your ice fishing needs for 2021. Garmin has you covered with a full line of ice products, from their basic Striker Plus 4 ice models all the way up to their Echomap UHD LiveScope kits. Garmin has been our most popular brand over the last few years, especially now with their Panoptix LiveScope technology that's available. This real-time sonar lets you see exactly what's going on down below you or out in front or to the side or behind, anywhere around you 360 degrees based on how you have the transducer pointed. This really takes that video game fishing feel to the next level. So let's take a look at what Garmin has available for 2021, starting with their Ice Striker Plus models. So there's two units that Garmin has in the Striker Plus series. There's the 5-inch and 4-inch model. These are both their entry-level units, but as far as the sonar goes, it's excellent on both of them. These are two of the best units you can buy for entry-level ice sonar. Starting with their 4-inch model, it comes with a dual beam ice transducer, 200 kilohertz and 77 kilohertz. So whether you're fishing shallow or deep, that will keep you covered both ways. If you move up to their 5-inch version, that's going to have their GT8 ice fishing transducer, which is a chirp transducer that covers a frequency range from 150 to 240 kilohertz. So again, even with that one, fishing the deeper water, you'll be covered no problem at all. Both of these units do have GPS in them, but there's no mapping cards available for them, so you can't even add a map to them. It will allow you to save waypoints, so you can save where you went onto the ice and then save your fishing spots as well. It'll also have a trail drawn for you, so if you do have the unit on while you're heading out, you'll be able to see how to get back should you come back at night or a snowstorm comes through. Both units do come in their small ice kit, where you get your bag, your battery, your charger, and the transducers that we've mentioned. They also both have a flasher screen on them, as well as full sonar. If you're looking for a great entry-level ice unit, take a look at the Striker Plus series from Garmin. Next thing I want to take a look at is their Panoptix ice kits. Now there are a few units in between the Striker Plus and the Panoptix kits. There's a 63 UHD Echomap, 73 UHD Echomap. So if you wanted something a little bit higher end than those Striker units, you can take a look at those as well. So if you did want a unit that has GPS but does have mapping, and you don't need any Panoptix or LiveScope, those would be a couple to take a look at. The Echomap units are one model up from the Striker Plus, and the biggest benefit you're going to get with these ones is the ability to add mapping to them. So you're able to add that so you get the underwater contours for the lake that you're fishing. So back to the Panoptix systems that they have out. So Garmin has come out with some individual packs that I have here. So we have the Echomap 73 UHD with the PS22 transducer, and then we have the Echomap 93 UHD LiveScope transducer. PS22 transducer that comes with the 7-inch unit is their first generation of Panoptix. So this will have the forward and the down, but not as high a detail as what you'd get with the LiveScope. The LiveScope uses a much narrower beam angle. These PS22s use a wider beam angle, so they will cover more area, but you sacrifice on detail. There is a pretty substantial cost difference as well between the two. The PS22 is quite a bit less expensive, and for an ice fishing application, it does an excellent job. I would say that the PS22 does still have a lot of life in the ice fishing area, because sometimes that wider beam angle will be helpful when you're trying to locate fish a little further out to the sides that the LiveScope might miss. But if you want the ultimate in detail and target separation, the LiveScope is the answer to that. These offer the LiveScope forward and down view, so you can use it to search for fish with the forward view that may be around you. And when I say forward, that will look 360 degrees, just depending on how you rotate the transducer. And they also have the down view, so when you actually locate the school of fish you want to be on, you can set that up in the down mode and then watch what's going on vertically right below your hole. There's also the new perspective mode mount that actually rotates the transducer from a vertical position to a horizontal position, giving you a 120-degree angle that again can be rotated in any direction with more of a top-down view. So this is really helpful for seeing how the structure lays out that you're fishing. So if you go with the PS22 bundle, that one's going to come with their large ice bag. It'll also come with the GT10 ice fishing transducer along with the 7-inch touchscreen unit. You get a battery charger and the ice fishing pole mount as well for the Panoptix transducer. If you go with the LiveScope system, that's going to come in with their 9-inch unit. It's going to come with their extra large ice fishing bag, which has extra room in it for the Panoptix transducer and module. These ones don't come with the GT10 ice fishing transducer though. So if you did want the traditional ice fishing transducer, that would be a separate purchase. Both of these units also have the Navionics Lakeview Canada G3 data that's available on the memory card that's included in the box. Now, I want to talk to you guys about Radioworld ice fishing bundles. What we do here is something a little bit different. We stock one of each of these. If you did want to buy them, you can buy these Garmin bundles, but we have something for you that's much greater value, so I want to show you that now. Okay, so what I have here next to me, the far side there is the Garmin Echomap UHD 93 SV Panoptix LiveScope Ice Fishing Bundle. So this is the complete kit from Garmin, comes with everything in the box, direct from Garmin. So what we do here at Radio World is we take their Panoptix LiveScope Ice Fishing Kit, which is right here, the exact same thing as what you're gonna get over there, just no display unit. Then what we do is we bring in a display unit. You can choose any of the Garmin Echomap units to go with this to create your kit. Because we buy so many of the boat mount units, we're actually able to offer this kit less expensive and more value than the Garmin prepackaged kit. Now there's a few benefits to doing it this way, and let me explain those to you now. First off, the mapping that comes in this unit is actually preloaded on the unit, so there's no memory card. And the benefit to having it preloaded is it's not taking up a memory card slot. So our idea behind this is you can use this system year round. You can use this packaged together in the winter as your ice fishing kit, then you can take the head unit out and use this on your boat. Having that memory card slot available in the boat is extremely important because you can actually create your own maps while you're out on the water with their quick draw feature. The other benefit to buying it like this is packaged in here is the GT54 UHD side view, clear view, and chirp transducer that comes with trolling motor mount and a transit mount. So pretty much no matter how you want to get it on your boat, you'll be able to do that. Once you get everything assembled and installed in the ice kit, the only thing you're going to have to remove when you take your unit out for summer use in the boat is the mounting bracket from the base of this, and you're good to go. There's a power cord included for the ice fishing kit and one for the boat already, so there's nothing to worry about that way. If you want to make it really simple, you can also just buy an extra gimbal mounting bracket to mount the unit in your boat, leave it in there, and then you don't have to worry about doing anything other than popping the head from the boat to the ice kit and you're ready to go. So in addition to the lower price we offer on our kit, you're also getting that almost $500 value in that transducer alone. If you're looking for an ice kit this year, definitely want to take a look at the Radio World ice bundles that we have. They're available in the 7-inch version and the 9-inch version, both with the Echomap UHD SV units. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you guys today about is the accessories that Garmin has. So let's say you already have a system on your boat, whether that be a full LiveScope system or just even one of their Echomap units that you want to use for ice fishing. First, if you don't need any of their mounting bags, you're going to mount it somehow in your ice hut or on a snowmobile or ATV yourself, you can then just get an ice fishing transducer. So I'll go through those quickly. First one we have is their GT8. That was out for a couple years. That's been one of their most popular ice transducers. I would say if you're going to be fishing in depths less than 60 feet, that's where that one would be best. It will work deeper as well, so if you do a mix of deeper water and shallower water, it will definitely get you by, but primarily is going to be best in 60 feet or less. So these come with a 4-pin transducer on them, so if you are going to be using it with a unit that has the blue 8-pin connector or a 12-pin orange connector, like the SV models have, you will have to get a couple adapter cables to work with that transducer. If you're looking for their most basic transducer, a non-chirp transducer, it would be this one here, which is new for this year. It's their dual beam ice fishing transducer. Again, this one comes with their 4-pin connector, so you may need some adapter cables, and this one's definitely going to be best suited if you have a striker unit on your boat. And then finally, there's their GT10 ice fishing transducer here. This one uses their 8-pin blue connector, and it is a narrower beam than the other two. It is also chirp, so you will be able to get down a lot deeper. So if you're consistently fishing over 60 feet, this is the transducer I would recommend. It will work in the shallows as well, but definitely going to excel in that deeper water. So this will be an example of an adapter cable you would need. This has the 8-pin blue connector, which will plug into the transducer. And then if you have one of their Echomap SV units with the 12-pin orange connector, you'll have to get this in order to run this transducer on those units. If you have a CV model, which just uses the blue connector, you won't need this, and this guy will plug right in. Now, as far as their ice kits go, they have 3 available. I have 2 on the table here with me. So we have their small kit and their extra large kit here. There's also a large ice fishing kit. Let me just tell you a little bit about them. The small kit here is going to come with the GT8 ice fishing transducer. You get a gel cell battery and charger with it. I believe it's a 7 amp hour one that comes with it. And this kit is really designed for their striker series. You can get up to a 7-inch Echomap unit in it. Depending on how you mount it in there, it can be a little bit tight and a little hard to zip up, but you will be able to fit up to a 7-inch unit. Striker units fit no problem. Echomaps are a little iffy there. Now you may need some adapter cables as well, so just verify what your unit has and which adapters you're going to need. That has the 4-pin transducer with it. The next kit they have is their large ice fishing kit, which is in between the 2 that I have here. This one is suited for anybody using up to a 9-inch Garmin Echomap unit. It does come with their GT10 ice fishing transducer and an adapter cable to go into that 12-pin port. So if you do have an SV unit, that will plug right in. If you're going to be using a PS22 transducer, that will actually have the space for that. If you do have a LiveScope system on your boat and you want to take it off and run with one of these ice kits, you can cram that into the large ice kit, but there's no place to mount the GLS 10 box. So you do have to come up with something on your own there, but there's been many people who've been doing that for years and it works well. But if you don't want to think about doing any of that and you just want an easy solution to get your LiveScope system on the ice with you, go for their extra large kit. That's going to have all the room, all the mounting provisions for the LiveScope system, and again, up to a 9-inch unit. That one will not come with a battery or charger or an ice fishing transducer. So if you did want any of those options, you would have to purchase those as well. And I should mention the large ice fishing kit does come with a 12-volt, 14-amp-hour sealed lead acid battery. One last accessory I want to talk about is this LiveScope Echomap power cord. So this is an accessory you can buy if you already have a system on your boat but don't want to have to worry about taking the power cord out each time you're transitioning from open water fishing to ice fishing. So this will have a port to go into the Echomap unit, a port to go into the Panoptix box. You'll have a charger port on it as well. You have connectors to go to your gel cell, or if you have a lithium battery, it'll go to those as well. And then we have these quick connectors here that can power up another 12-volt device. So this is a great accessory you should buy. Even if you are going to make your own ice fishing kit, this is something to take a look at. There you go. That's what Garmin has for ice fishing products for 2021. Take a look at those Radioworld ice fishing bundles if you want to get into a LiveScope system for the lowest price you're going to find anywhere on our website, radioworld.ca. And please watch the full playlist that we have for this ice fishing series of what's new for 2021, so you can see what the other manufacturers have available.